Bakugou will not be able to save Deku in My Hero Academia. That is a bold take that I just said, and y'all might just kill me for it. But hear me out. I do not think Bakugou has what it takes to save Deku. I think Deku is going to keep on going on this path. Why do I think that? Well, it will all be explained in this video. Because today, I'll be talking about how Bakugou will not be able to save Deku. Now, it's a very tough subject to talk about. I need to bring out my facts and evidence why I think Bakugou will not be able to save Deku from his dark demise. Because I do not think anyone will be able to save Deku, not even Uraraka or Shoto. I think the main argument here is Deku's darkness. While I'm talking about Deku's darkness, we already see how he is completely ready to sacrifice his body and sacrifice his life and put his life on the line to beat these villains. Now, Bakugou, again, he could tell Deku that, look, you are my buddy, you're my best friend. Well, not really, they're just friends, but still, he can have a heart-to-heart with Deku, telling him that you do not need to carry this burden alone. You have friends that can back you up. Now, Deku would listen to Bakugou because, again, Bakugou and him are friends, but being gone for so long, and we saw Deku finally take off his mask, which showed that he's tired. He hasn't taken a break. He needs to take a break because these new heroes from the overseas, which are the USA heroes, are coming to help the heroes from Japan take down the League of Villains. Now, we never get a confirmation on how much time it took Deku to leave UA, but we do know it's a month, but we don't know how much time has passed. So it's between March and April. So I do think it's still in the April month when they're trying to save Deku. So it's taking Class 1A a month to go find Deku and find his whereabouts. And this is their only chance. Bakugou is their only chance. And Bakugou, when he's on the phone, he is definitely talking to all Class 1A. Now, there are only a few people qualified to talk to Deku to snap him out of this whole ordeal. And that is Bakugou, Shoto, Uraraka, and Ida. Now, the rest of Class 1A, they can just move aside because I don't think any of them are going to snap Deku out of this ordeal. Now, the reason I'm really picking these four is because it's pretty simple. Uraraka and Ida were Deku's first best friends in the UA. Shoto was changed by Deku's words, saying that your quirk is yours. It's not Endeavor's, it's not anyone's, it's just yours. And Deku and Bakugou have a history together. I'm pretty sure if Horikoshi decided to let somebody, let's say somebody like Sato talk to Deku, and you guys would probably be sad and freak out. And we already know that All For One isn't going to give Deku a moment's rest as well. So they need to do this now. They need to have a conversation with Deku. They need to sit him down and talk to him. But like I said, it might already be too late. Now, I technically already talked about Deku's mental health and how he is reaching his breaking point, which would be in the top right hand corner. You can go click on it, watch the video. I explained why Deku's nearing his breaking point and why All For One is planning to break Deku by the end of the arc. All For One also plays a huge role into Deku's mental health because he is the one that is constantly pushing Deku. He is the one that is making Deku push away All Might, push away his friends. He is the reason why he's doing this. All For One, you can consider and compare both Deku and Nana Shimura's situations. Nana left her family to face All For One and to protect them, while Deku left his mother, Class 1A, and he now left All Might, his master, to protect everyone else in society. Now, Deku's whole existence is a burden to everyone else's, because now Deku has been given a quirk from the gods, and now he is most likely the last, yes, I mean the last user of One For All. Now, if you're some random jockey on the street, this doesn't seem much, but this seems a lot to Deku's mental health and his whole motivation. Deku being the last puts multiple responsibilities on his shoulder and multiple burdens. Deku has to unlock all of the One For All quirks, all the Vestiges quirks. Right now, he hasn't even unlocked the second. Well, he probably has, but we don't know how. But this puts a lot of stress on him, and this is going to make him break. And this is what All For One is planning. All For One is planning for Deku's downfall, to break his will so he can steal One For All, which is ending the war with All For One versus One For All, because All For One gets the W by taking One For All. Now, we know what happened to Nana Shimura. All For One put that girl in a casket, and Deku might be next if he doesn't stop the path that he's going on. This is the same path as Nana Shimura. And what happened? She ended up in a grave casket.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
This makes Deku's situation even worse than Najimura's because this guy, all for one, has multiple convicts on his side. And you could consider some of these villains some top tier villains like Dabi and Shigaraki, the guy of destruction himself, and Toga, but we don't know where she is. And he also has other villains from prison like Moonfish. Muscular, I would say him, but again, he is back in prison. I think I want to put a saying here: Deku cannot be saved until he saves himself. And why do I think this? Because Deku is putting the whole world's burdens on his hands, constantly saving people with no breaks, and not listening to All Might telling him to just take it slow and take a break. And Deku, he isn't going to take a break. He doesn't want the help of others because it's going to put them at risk. And I feel like Baraka, Shoto, Ada, and even Bakugou's yelling would not push this guy to come back to UA and accept help. I think this will be the first dark turn of Deku when he just flat out tells them, no, I'm not coming back, and you're gonna have to force me to come back. I think Deku won't accept their help because he just saw what happened to Lane Nagant, how he was able to change her, but All For One took that away pretty easily. Even though she's still alive, it's a miracle, she was still burned to bits. And I don't think Deku's going to risk that on his best friends. And now looking at Deku, Deku would probably think back on what All For One did to Lane Nagant and probably tell them, no, All For One's gonna put you guys on a t-shirt. And he isn't gonna stop until my will is broken. Which Deku probably knows that, but his will's already shattered. His will is already broken. But Deku doesn't realize that. Deku would look at the situation with the villains and with everyone else there, and he would just tell them straight up, it's too dangerous and you cannot come with me. And I definitely think this could lead into a Bakugou versus Deku fight. I do think this fight would give off some Naruto versus Sasuke type beat, but please do not kill me in the comments for comparing it, because I do think, again, they're completely different series, but the roles are reversed. Bakugou, the rival, is trying to save Deku from his dark side and the darkness of doing things alone, while Deku is trying to push away everyone and protect them so they can smile again. But I do think it's not going to be one side because Deku doesn't have a good sleep, and right now he's running on pure adrenaline. So definitely, I do think this fight would be close, but I do think Bakugou would probably end up losing. Because if we're being honest, Deku with these multiple quirks and with 45% of One For All, Bakugou couldn't keep up with 30% One For All. He barely could. And I want to see how much Bakugou has grown in 1 month. I do think he could get near the percentages of 35% or 40%, but I don't think he could get past 45%. So I think Deku would win this, and Deku would probably leave. I really think by the end of this whole ordeal, or them having a conversation, it would end up with Bakugou losing in a fight. Because I don't think Deku is going to listen to Bakugou's words, even though he considers him as a best friend. But if you guys want to find out if Bakugou and Deku are going to have their disagreements and throw hands, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you stay notified whenever I upload. It has been the Red Cloak. Hope you guys did enjoy this theory. I'm ahead about you guys. Peace out. And I'm out, guys. Peace. Also, this is a new microphone, so tell me if you guys enjoy the microphone, if you guys love it, or if you guys hate it. Tell me down below. So that's all, and I'm out. Peace, guys.